Okay, so here we got episode 2 of unboxing a Jurassic Park huge box of toys and comparing them to Mattel's Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom dinosaur toys. Awesome. Keep watching.
Welcome to WDToys. Have fun.
Okay, now we're gonna move on to the Spinosaurus. We have a Spinosaurus mask from Jurassic Park 3. We have the animatronic Spinosaurus from Jurassic Park 3. We've got some smaller Spinosauruses here. These are just Jurassic Park ones over here. We have a Spinosaurus from a Jurassic Park 3 game. And we have this awesome Spinosaurus from Jurassic Park. Okay, now it's time to compare the Spinosauruses. On the right here, I have all the Spinosauruses I have from Jurassic Park. On the left, I have the Spinosaurus from Jurassic World. I only have one, so that's kind of... it's a little disappointing. I hope they come out with more. But this one here, this is a JP3 one. This is from a JP3 game. You turn the controls and this guy like swings back and forth and battles the T-Rex. We got a couple smaller Spinosauruses here that come with like action figures. This is like a pink one and that is a green one. They're both no moving parts, a little bit generic there. And then we have a cooler Spinosaurus here with chomping mouth and it roars. This one is JP39, so really bright coloring with that one. And then here I have, it's supposed to be a Spinosaurus like puppet head, but it's so hard plastic. About the only thing you could do with this is put it on a dinosaur so you have like a huge Spinosaurus head on a regular dinosaur. But this is the one that still blows away all the other ones in my opinion. This is the animatronic Spinosaurus. He is really cool, all rubber. He is animatronic because if you push the button, you get like realistic movement on his head there. And then he has a second button here if you push it. He does also roar. And a third button here on his neck, which he'll make a different sounding roar. If I could find out where it's at. Huh. So the third spot is actually here on his neck. So he does roar there too. This is a huge one. Like I said, the entire body is rubber. And it is totally awesome. So what Mattel did, it seems like Mattel made theirs pretty much the same size. But theirs is hard plastic. But what they did awesome, they made the jaw super aggressive. This is the Legacy Collection Chompin Spinosaurus. You push the button here, he opens and closes his mouth. It is closed normally. I do got a Lego piece like put in there to keep it open because it looks really cool. This one, the tongue flops down. I guess some of the when I seen on eBay, some of the guys are saying the older ones had the tongue sticking out like that, but the newer ones have it where it pops down, which I like more because you could do better attacks. Big, huge, aggressive arms. The head moves back and forth. But unfortunately, you can't buy this guy in the United States anymore. He was out for about a month. And now you could only find him on eBay in the UK and Europe. So, putting the two side by side, I would still have to go with Kenner's animatronic Spinosaurus. I know it's Hasbro, but Hasbro bought Kenner, so if I say Hasbro, I'm talking Kenner. Basically, we're comparing Jurassic Park to Jurassic World. But here I would still have to pick Jurassic Park because I think the big rubber one is still cooler, although the Mattel one is more aggressive. And here's another one. She is not a Spinosaurus. This is a Suchomimus, but it is from the Spinosaurus family. This one had an action button. You push it, it moves its head back and forth. Big, huge, aggressive bite, similar to the Mattel one. Really awesome looking, no screw holes. But this is, again, Mattel, so really cool. And moving on to the Stegosaurus. We've got a smaller JP one here. We have a knockoff of the JP Stegosaurus, and we've got the JP24 big huge rubber Stegosaurus. Okay, and then moving on, another dino that Kenner, Hasbro, and Mattel really concentrated on was the Velociraptor. So here we have a JP06 Velociraptor. We also have a second one of those. We have a Chaos Effect Velociraptor, which is JP, looks like 01. We have another bigger Velociraptor here, which is JP 18. We have the Utahraptor, which is not just a Velociraptor, but he's in the Velociraptor family, so he's JP 22. And then we have walking Velociraptor from JP 3. We've got another awesome Velociraptor, JP 10. We've got this smaller raptor here. We have a knockoff raptor of the Jurassic Park one. And then we have this big, huge, weird Velociraptor, which is from Universal Studios. I believe this came out the same time as Jurassic Park 3. And then we have a big, ugly, like, Velociraptor puppet here. Okay, then we're gonna move on to Velociraptors. On the left here, we have Hasbro, Kenner's Velociraptors. On the right here, we have Mattel's Velociraptors. But right off the bat, let me tell you guys, I already picked Mattel because of the big, huge, the Alpha Training Blue. That is the coolest, most advanced robotic blue dinosaur you are ever gonna see. I'm not gonna actually fire it up here, but I do got a full review on it. But anyways, this is to see the differences. Smaller dinos, you know what, they're pretty much tied on the smaller ones. Let's take a quick look at some of these. You got JP10, these are the Jurassic Park ones. These all, they don't have like the screws, holes or anything. Then you have the JP01, this is the Chaos Effect Velociraptor with the head butting action. And then I've got two of the JP06 Velociraptors with the head butting action. And I got this JP3 Velociraptor that actually like walks like pretty realistically. It's just my battery died, so I do apologize. You can check that out on my Jurassic Park playlist. And then you have this Chomping JP18 Velociraptor, which its head did chomp at some point, but it seems like it broke. But at some point it probably moved up and down and chomped. You have this one. This is a generic one, like a knockoff one from China of the Jurassic Park ones. You got this big, huge, cool one. This is the JP22. This is the Utahraptor. So this one, I don't remember. Okay, its action feature was it like sprang forward when he did it, and it made a very annoying sound. But the batteries must have died. Rubber figure, big, huge claws on it, and then we got this big, huge one that I bought on eBay. This is from Universal Studios. Very ugly looking. I mean, I had no idea what they were thinking when they brought that one out. So that is the Hasbro Kenner ones, and here we have the Mattel ones. So a cool green one in attack position. You got regular Velociraptor here. The mouth opens and closes. You got a cool looking Velociraptor attack pack blue there. You have a classic Legacy Edition Velociraptor here with springing action. So I like the ones with the springing action. One finger and bam, they just go flying. You had the Velociraptor blue here that attaches to Owen's motorcycle, and it has like the rip cord you pull and it actually runs. And then you have another classic Legacy Edition Velociraptor here with spring action. Another Legacy Collection Velociraptor with spring action over there. And then we have another cool Velociraptor blue here that came in one of the story packs. We got a red Velociraptor, which is exclusive to Kohl's department stores. And then we got two 12-inch Velociraptors. One is Velociraptor blue over here, and the other one is just generic Velociraptor exclusive to Kohl's. And then of course, like I said, the winner by far is this big huge animatronic Velociraptor blue. You could get this guy to do tricks. I mean, he will shake his head up and down, he will eat treats, he runs. I mean, he just does so many things. You have to train him when you buy him, because until you train him, he's really unruly. So check out the video on that. That is one awesome Velociraptor. So like I said, here, I'll let you make your choice, Kenner, Mattel, but I already choose Mattel because what an awesome job they did with Velociraptor blue. And moving on to the Stegosaurus, we've got a smaller JP one here. We have a knockoff of the JP Stegosaurus, and we've got the JP24 big huge rubber Stegosaurus. And then we are gonna move on to the Stegosaurus. On the right you have Mattel, on the left here you have Kenner Hasbro. So let's go ahead and take a look at Mattel's first. Mattel's had theirs has a spike here you squeeze and it swings the tail. Very realistic looking there, because the tail, it's like in different parts it's jointed, and when you push it, it looks a lot more realistic. The Stegosaurus itself looks super realistic, really good size. With Kenner Hasbro, you have this small Stegosaurus here. You have this generic like knockoff Stegosaurus here, knockoff the regular Stegosaurus. But then you also have this really cool looking one here with a realistic swing, and the whole back part here is rubber, so it does look a lot more realistic. This is JP24, but I don't like how this wound looks. The wound looks very plasticky and ugly, so it gets points because it's got rubber realistic swing, but I'm still gonna go with Mattel's here. I mean, Mattel's has a realistic looking swing, bigger spikes, and overall it just looks a lot cooler. Okay, then we're gonna move on to the Pteranodon. I have this steel beak Pteranodon with flapping wings, opening, chomping mouth. And I have a knockoff Pteranodon of the Jurassic Park one. Okay, and now we have Pteranodons. On the left you have Mattels. On the right you have Kenners. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Kenner Hasbro ones first. You have a generic Pteranodon here, which I bought from China. Kind of boring looking. But then you have this big, huge, I believe this is the steel beak Pteranodon with real cloth wings, flapping action. His mouth does open, chomp, turns the head, the claws open and close. This is JP22. And then with Mattel, we have quite a few of them, and they have quite a few more coming. This is one of the Legacy edition ones. This is the Legacy edition Pteranodon. Its mouth does open and close. It flaps its wings. This is another one of the Legacy edition Pteranodons. And this is a regular Pteranodon here with flapping wings. And then this is a big one that came with this is a big Pteranodon with flapping action sound. I love the sound because you don't find many Pteranodon ones with sound. The head opens and closes, the head swivels all different directions. The wings actually fold down here if you want to put it in storage or something so you don't damage it. So that is a really nice feature. So it seems almost like Mattel took every complaint people had about like dinosaur toys and corrected them. So this is the big one that comes with one of the destruction dinos. It comes with a Destructible Helicopter. It does have a magnet in its mouth, and it will pull the helicopter apart. Big huge wings. Again, the folding wings if you want to put it away for storage. So another really cool Pteranodon. So between the two, I'm gonna pick Mattel here because their dinos have a lot more playability and fun features. Okay, then moving on to Dilophosaurus. I only have one Jurassic Park 02 Dilophosaurus. Okay, now we are going to move on to the Dilophosaurus. So the ones on the left here are from Jurassic Park. The ones on the right here are from Jurassic World, Mattel, Kenner, Hasbro. So we'll start with Mattels. You know, I'm not all that happy with Mattels. I mean, they look great, but they're small, they're flimsy, no action feature. I wish they would have made something about 2 to 3 times this size. So they got 3 of them with different color variations. All of them have the spitting venom, but they did fall out, and I'm not really sure where they are. This is like the classical colors for the Dilophosaurus. And then they have one that was made for like younger kids with the pop-up throws on the side, and it also shot a missile. And then the Kenner Hasbro side, you have this one here where it did shoot water out of its mouth. And fill it up with water, you squeeze it and shot water, so that gave it like a realistic venom type spit. This is JP02. And then for the Jurassic Park, Factory Entertainment made a really cool like super detailed statue on a really nice heavy base. So there, Dilophosaurus. But you know what, I'm not very pleased with either side. This one, I'm gonna say a draw because I'm gonna say both sides lost. So let me know if your opinion's any different. Moving on to the Pachycephalosaurus. I've got this JP23 with head-butting action. And then we're gonna move on to the Pachycephalosaurus. These two on the left are Mattel. The one on the right is Kenner. Mattel ones, they had like the head springing action, if you go ahead and move the tail, no screw holes or anything. You know, that one's decent looking. The other one, it was just the wound on the side. But you know, they are kind of boring. Kenner's was a lot better. Kenner's was a big size action figure here with headbutting action. So if you push it down, you push the button, you get cool headbutting action. So it could go up to Mattel's and bam! Go up to Mattel's and bam! No screw holes or anything, really cool looking. So for the Pachycephalosaurus, I'm definitely gonna go with Kenner. Okay, then let's go ahead and match some miscellaneous dinos. This is Jurassic Park one I have here. This is JP48, and of course its wing just fell off. Then I have a JP63 over here. I've got a JP58 here. I got a relative of the saber-toothed tiger, JP12 over here. Knockoff Brachiosaurus over here, and Paracephalosaurus JP19 over here. And then we have like masks, fun stuff, cosplay type stuff. On the right we have Mattel's, on the left we have Kenner. With Kenner, the only thing I have close to that is this like Velociraptor puppet that makes sound. It has big, gangly, spindly looking arms. I don't know really what type of masks and stuff they came out with that when the movie came out, because that was a long time ago. But with Mattel, you got the T-Rex mask. If you put it on, when you talk, the chin piece moves the mouth up and down, giving a realistic looking, like dino bite. Same thing with the Indoraptor here. The chin piece will pull it down and give it like a realistic dino look and bite. And then it came with you could buy nice rubber Velociraptor blue claws. They are rubber, very flexible, so you could it looks a lot more realistic than like hard plastic. And it came with this, well, you could buy this big huge Velociraptor blue mask. Watch those eyes, look. The eyes move when the mouth does. It makes realistic Velociraptor noises. It's super cool looking. You put on the chin strap, and when you talk or open your mouth, the Velociraptor opens its mouth, makes noises, and its eyes move. Cool. So Mattel definitely wins in this department with like the masks, fun cosplay type stuff. Okay, and then we have movie memorabilia. I don't have anything from Jurassic Park, so I apologize there. So Jurassic World wins by default here. They had the big like Indoraptor head here, pops open. You could fill it either with ice cream, or in some countries they filled it with ice cream or with popcorn. The same with the T-Rex head here. Opens up, you could fill it up with popcorn or ice cream, because they are like leak proof. Okay, this says Cinepolis. So these are both, I believe they're from Mexico. I bought both of those. I bought this Jurassic World one. This is Solo en Cines. So this is like a popcorn holder also. This one I believe was also from Mexico. And then I got a Jurassic World popcorn holder here. This is Jurassic World on the front. That one I got from Indonesia. And then I've got 6 of these awesome Jurassic World Lego cups, which I believe I bought these from Indonesia too. So these are cool. They were only sold in cinemas. They all say Jurassic World on the front. Pop it open, you got a cup. So they stack like Lego pieces, cup with straw, and each one of them has a different dino. Here we got the Indoraptor, Triceratops, Pteranodon, T-Rex, Stegosaurus, and Velociraptor Blue. So hands down, Mattel wins for movie memorabilia. Okay, and then we have Miscellaneous Dinos. Mattel's got a lot of them. It almost seems like Mattel is trying to make every type of dino out there, which is awesome. Hasbro has a few of them here, like the Paracephalosaurus. You got some of the Chaos effect ones here. This is, I believe, the Amargasaurus. They have a Velociraptor over here. They have a saber-tooth, like relative of the saber-tooth, Brachiosaurus, and another Chaos effect one. This one's JP40. But let's take a look at the ones Mattel's got. So Mattel has the Mosasaurus, which Jurassic Park there was no Mosasaurus. That is awesome. Behind the Mosasaurus there we have the Indominus Rex's skeleton. They did not have an Indominus Rex, so it's cool. And then we have a bunch of miscellaneous smaller dinos here. Some herbivores. We got 3 looks like Herrerasauruses, 6 Gallimimuses, an Ankylosaurus. We've got some Stygimolochs there. You've got Ceratosaurus with sound over here, and then then you have a Metracanthosaurus with sound here, and of course you have the Indoraptors, which were the main hybrids, and it seems like these are going to be the last hybrids we see, because in the new Jurassic World that comes out in a couple years, they're not going to have hybrids. This is the regular one. You could move it around and stuff. But then you have like the Puppeteer one, which is the one I like. This switch on top here controls the arms, and then the switch on the bottom controls the mouth, the eyes, and the sound. So if you combine them all, you could have this guy like move around like a real animatronic dinosaur. Really cool looking. So I do love that Indoraptor. So between the two for miscellaneous dinos, definitely Mattel. I mean, they are coming out with a lot more dinos than Hasbro or Kenner made, and they have a lot more on the way. Watch tomorrow to see part 2 of Mattel vs. Hasbro. If you guys enjoyed that video, I do got over 1,000 more. The majority are Jurassic World, Jurassic Park, Godzilla, King Kong, Transformers, Power Rangers, Ninja Turtles, Scooby-Doo, and a lot more. Check out the playlist on my channel. Or for more fun Jurassic World videos, check out the playlist at the end of this video. You guys are awesome, and I will see you soon. And today's secret word is the word. Go ahead and put that in the comment section down below the video. I'll know you're a member of my club. Click the subscribe button below for a lot more fun videos. Also, click the bell button to be notified every time I make a new video. Click the boxes below for a lot more fun videos, and if you want to see even more, go ahead and click the subscribe button.